right now we are pleased to welcome to the stage live for the first time tonight, 1,000th episode tonight, 15-year anniversary celebration. We've got another about hour and a half more of music still to come tonight. We've got He and I, Kevin Kennecker, and so much more on the way. You never know what surprises lie in store as well. Welcoming all the way from our neighbor state to the south. That's right. We've welcomed artists from not only across the Northwest, but across the nation. Here from Oregon right now, please welcome, he's a great artist, great singer-songwriter. We're honored to welcome to the stage right now. Please welcome Dustin Rose, everybody.
Thank you.
Don't believe everything you hear. This world's messages are not so clear. It gives no answers, only fear. 'Cause faith, hope, and love, well, they're not found here. Greater is He who is in you and me than the one of this world. I've overcome. I am not of this world. A child of God, I'm not a child of lies, sin and misery. I've been bought with a price. My debt's been paid in full, nailed to that cross. I owe no more. I've overcome. Oh, 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 oh. Your word says I've overcome. Not from anything that I have done, but believing in God's only Son. He is the way, there's only one. Greater is He who is in you and me than the one of this world. I've overcome. I am not of this world. A child of God, I'm not a child of lies, sin and misery. I've been bought with a price. My debt's been paid in full, nailed to the cross. I owe no more. I've been washed by the blood of the Lamb. I've been washed white as snow. Are you washed by the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed white as snow? You've overcome. You are not of this world. A child of God, you're not a child of lies, sin and misery. You've been bought with a price. Your debt's been paid in full, nailed to the cross. You owe no more. We've overcome. We are not of this world. A child of God, you're not a child of lies, sin and misery. We've been bought with a price. Our debt's been paid in full, nailed to the cross. We owe no more. We've overcome. Oh, 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 oh. We've overcome. Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
We came a long ways from the great state of Oregon. No, wasn't too far. Kind of stopped raining for us, I heard. But so that last song is the title track off of the brand new album. Well, it's a couple months old now, a few months old. I don't remember the math, but that's the title track. It's called Overcome. It's kind of lifting 1 John chapter 4, kind of almost verbatim, paraphrased slightly. It's actually playing on the radio somewhere, mostly in the Midwest. But we got to go to E. There we go. The next song kind of paraphrases life in the first sentence. Life is hard. Last night I had a friend who had a birthday party, and I looked right in the eye. You know, I hope he's watching this. I won't say his name. Anyway. And I looked him in the eye and I said, "How are you doing?" And he said, and he didn't know I was going to sing this song today, but he goes, "Man, life is hard." And I'm like, I guess it's the universal theme. Life is hard. And the interesting thing is we continually strive every day to make this day better than the last day. And we try so hard to have improvement and just walk a little better every day and hope that tomorrow's brighter than today. But I think in the end, God wants us to not just wish that tomorrow's better, but to actually live a different way. And so as I was looking at, as I was writing this song, I was kind of thinking, well, how can I paraphrase my want to walk every day a little better than I did the day before with changing it to God wants me to walk a different way, a better way, and not just have a better day, but have a different way of life. So life is hard. This one's called Better Way. Life is hard. It's filled with mistakes and regrets. I stumble and fall, landing flat on my face. I'm moving on, stepping up in my walk, striving for a brighter day. You're looking down, giving grace, giving love, showing me a better way. I press towards the prize, towards the goal and the calling of the Lord, forgetting my past, defeating the guilt and the shame, as I'm moving on, stepping up in my walk, striving for a brighter day. You're looking down, giving grace, giving love, showing me a better way. When I turn away from you, life shifts like sand. But you are so faithful, no one could take me from your hand. I'm moving on, stepping up in my walk, striving for a brighter day. You're looking down, giving grace, giving love, showing me a better way, showing me a better way, showing me a better way. Thank you. So I'm going to calm it down just a little bit, and then, before we bring it back. But so the next song's kind of a sad one.
when I was in junior high, we had junior high, not middle schools. When I don't know, I lived about 5 or 6 years of my growing up years in Port Orchard, Washington, so I'm one of you almost. And Port Orchard was I went to John Cedric Junior High. I don't know if we have any generals out there watching this, but so that's where I went to school. And I had a friend who happened to be a girl, and she she grew up a believer and was a pretty strong believer when we were hanging out together. And she got into high school. She was a couple years older than me, and she decided to go a different direction in life and went into the partying and the drinking. And the last conversation I had with her on the phone was, and of course I was, like 13 or 14 at the time, and I said, you're going to regret this. You're not going to want to do this, and it's going to ruin your life someday. And so I was telling this story to some folks, and they said, well, whatever happened to that girl? And I said, well, I don't know. So I looked her up, and I found out that she had passed away at the age of 30. And I thought, well, maybe she was in a car accident. I don't know. Maybe there's something happened. And so I found her mom on Facebook, which that's a good social media plug for Facebook. We have Facebook. It's Dustin Rose. Join 33 or 31,000 of my closest friends. Anyway, but I found her mom on Facebook, and I messaged her, and I found out that she died of liver and kidney failure because she had become an alcoholic. At the age of 30, she died. So I wrote this song as kind of like a sad thing, and one of my mentors, who's seasoned in years, said, this is almost like Jesus crying out to those who are doubting their faith and considering walking away from the Lord and walking away from their faith. And I said, wow, I hadn't even really thought about that. And so it's if you're doubting, if you're going through hard times and you're like, I'm not sure if I want to trust the Lord anymore. I'm not sure if I even believe in him anymore. I want you to think about this song as him calling out to you to say, wait a minute, I'm still here. I don't want you to go. I'm finger picking this one for the technical crew, so it's going to be a little quieter. If you want to crank it a little higher. So. Why do you run? Who makes you hide? Where will you go? And what do you hope to find? I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to turn your face. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to walk away. Shame lies, guard what you say. The choices made bring sorrow someday. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to turn your face. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to walk away.
I watch you fade, see distance grow. Time heals, but the wounds always show. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to turn your face. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Don't walk away. Why do you run? What do you hope to find?
So we got one more song for you. I think I told too many stories, but we got one more song for you. They haven't got the hook yet. Okay. So we've got, since everybody's kind of plugging the shows, we got a bunch of stuff coming up this summer, primarily in the Oregon, I don't want to say Portland, but Portland area, I guess. And in October, you know, talk about God leading your steps. Okay, so I've decided that I'm actually quitting my job and going to be going on tour. The Lord has been kind of guiding me in this direction for a while, and we've been asked by dozens of churches over the United States to come and play. So in October, I'm going back on the road. It's been like 20 years since I've done any sort of tour, if you even want to call what I did 20 years ago a tour. So I'm going to go on tour and support this album that all of these songs are on. And I would greatly appreciate your prayer. And if anybody would like us to come and play at your church, please reach out to us on the social media stuff or the website, dustinrose.com, which I'll probably get asked about later. All right, this last song is a song that is also played on the radio a few months ago. And it's mostly in the Midwest again, and a little bit in California. You ever have one of those nights? All I have to say is, you ever had one of those nights? Yeah. So, there was one night, you know, we've got 4 kids. And we both work, and we have bosses. And sometimes the bosses, or the work, or even church drama, or children drama, or neighbors, or other family members, and you have all this stuff mounting, and you can't sleep, and you're laying there in bed struggling to try to just get a little bit of sleep, and then your alarm goes off, and you're like, oh, I got to go to work. Great. Well, I had one of those nights. In fact, I had that night last night. I couldn't fall asleep, and I was laying there in bed till about 3:30. And I was like, I have to get some sleep because I got to get on the road in the morning. And anyway, we're here, which is great, and this has made my day awesome. But there is this song that I wrote one of those mornings. I woke up. I said, you know what? Let me get to the right song here. Make sure I'm doing this one right. Okay. I wrote down, I've been up all night fighting doubts. You know, I haven't slept a wink. And then I put my pen down and went to work. I came back from work exhausted with children yapping at me. And I said, I think I'm going to go lay down. And I looked next to my bed, and there was my notebook, my writing notebook was there, and it said, I've been up all night fighting doubts. You know, I haven't slept a wink. And I go, I could write a song about that. I'm so exhausted, I can live that right now. So I did it. And here's the song. And maybe it's you sometimes, or oftentimes, where you feel like the days that you have no energy and you're totally spent and there's nothing left inside, and yet Jesus carries you through it. And that's what this song's about. It's called Carry Me.
I've been up all night fighting doubts. You know I haven't slept a wink.
there's a mountain before me. Will I make it through the day? The weight is getting heavy and my legs becoming weak. Oh Lord, hear my cry. Jesus, carry me. Carry me this day. Straighten my path. Oh, show me the way. My burden is heavy. Lighten my load. I give it to you, 'cause I can't make it on my own. Jesus, carry me. There are battles raging in my mind. I'm second guessing all the time. Voices keep telling me life has no point. But I know that you love me and you help me through the day. Oh Lord, hear my cry. Jesus, carry me. Carry me this day. Straighten my path. Oh, show me the way. My burden is heavy. Lighten my load. I'll give it to you, 'cause I can't make it on my own. I want to live life the way you live life. I want to love the way you love. I want to see me the way you see me. I want to live life the way you live life. I want to love the way you love. I want to see me the way you see me. I want to be like you. Jesus, carry me. Carry me this day. Straighten my path. Oh, show me the way. My burden is heavy. Lighten my load. I give it to you, 'cause I can't make it on my own. Jesus, carry me. Jesus, carry me. Oh. Thank you for having us, guys. Thanks.
Rose, everybody. Great to have you with us from Oregon. Thank you for making the trek up here. Tell us how long tell us how long music has been a part of your life and a part of your walk, and where you first found the love of music and picking up a guitar and being able to sing and songwrite.
Okay. Well, so my grandma, who just died a couple weeks ago, it's hitting. She was 95, so it was good. She used to. She babysat me when my mom would go to work, and so she'd have us come over. And from the second that I stormed through the door, I said, "Sing, Grandma, sing." And so we'd run over to the piano, and she would pound out all of the old hymns from the hundreds of years ago. And that's kind of where the love of it started, and it kind of manifested and grew from there.
Where do some of the inspirations for your songs come from, and how much of a joy is it to be able to do this as a pair out on the road like you're doing tonight?
Well, let's see. I try to write about stuff that means something to me, and a lot of times it doesn't mean anything to anybody else. but sometimes it does. And so if I had to pick one topic, I would say life, really, because, there's all sorts of songs, but there tends to be a lot of inspiration for me on songs that have to do with relationships and songs that have to do with the Lord. And so there's a lot of that kind of inspires some of it. And as far as doing it together, it's interesting because we kind of have a musical shorthand. We don't even have to talk about it. We just kind of know. I'll sing a song for her, and she's like, "Got it, all right." And so she harmonizes, and it never gets boring because sometimes she'll flare it up a little bit with some different harmonies every once in a while, and it gets to be original and new from time to time. So it doesn't ever really get boring. So,
how did you first end up?
Dustin was in my sister and brother-in-law's wedding, and I didn't really know him then, but fast forward a few years, we both were going to the same college, and we were in the same choir, and I walked into the choir room and heard him playing piano and singing, and I took notice, and the rest is history.
Oh, that's fantastic. Love hearing stories like that. What has musically been keeping you busy over this last couple of months, and what can we look forward to ahead?
Well, right now I'm a school teacher, and I'm, like I said, this is my last year. I hope I didn't just spill the beans to all my students if any of them are watching. But, and I'm planning to do transition into music more of, music ministry, more of a full-time thing. We both serve in our local church and doing music, and I am on the preaching team as well. And I think as far as music goes, I just released the new album. I was going to bring a copy up here. I don't know. They're back there somewhere. But it's called Overcome, and it came out a few months back. And we've been promoting that. It's been played on the radio, a couple songs, mostly in the Midwest and a little bit in California and places like that. But that's pretty much what's been keeping us busy.
I'll tell you what, we'd love to feature your music, of course, on our syndicated radio program across the globe, so we definitely would love to feature a couple of your songs on there for sure on our weekly show. It's great having you with us. Of course, maybe we can talk about a little more, too. You're me on Red's Room here in just a little bit, so maybe we can talk a little more and dive in a little deeper about the album here on Red's Room tonight, which comes up right after Night of Hope, comes up a little bit later on. For those that want to know more about your music and how to connect up with you online and stay connected, where might they be able to do that?
DustinRose.com. We keep all of our public performances are on DustinRose.com. You can find links to all of my releases, all the albums that I have, and also Facebook. Like I said, we have a pretty good Facebook community going on, which has kind of been ignored the last few months, or maybe the last year or so, just because we've been so busy. But Facebook and Instagram, it's just Dustin Rose on Facebook, and it's got the little verified check mark. So look for that. And then on Instagram, it's Dustin Rose Music. So, yeah. Oh, and she told me to remind everybody about the church tour. We're going in October. I'm starting up, and if you'd like to get your church added to that, whoever's listening or whatever, find me on DustinRose.com or Facebook.
Thank you for making the trek up to Oregon to help make this 1,000th episode and our 15-year anniversary celebration here on our first ever live Night of Hope, one to remember. Thank you for making the trip. Thank you for being up here. It's many blessings to you, and we look forward definitely to hearing more from you, and look forward to chatting again here tonight on Red's Room in just a little bit.
Thank you.
Dustin Rose, everybody.